Students, Assalamu alaikum. The challenge that got born in Wuhan city of China has put life at stake. This COVID novel infection has covered almost the entire globe. In India, its infection is increasing day by day. Schools are shut, and every activity related to life is closed. Schools are closed. Government is trying to reopen schools in the month of August, and before August, it looks impossible for government to reopen the schools and start the normal schooling. There is no physical classes at the moment. It's better for you to go offline and online mode of teaching so that your valuable time may not get wasted. Second important thing is there, government is devising a policy to conduct examinations of students online. Through these modes, offline and online modes, you can prepare yourself well because you are in home confinement. By watching these videos or these voice calls, lectures, you can prepare yourself well for the coming examinations. And today I am devising a new method without using the whiteboard. You are looking in the background to teach this class of 11th students political science topic or election is free in India, free and fair in India. Dear students, India has adopted a parliamentary type of government. In parliamentary type of government, the Prime Minister is the real head and President is the nominal head or head of the state. All the powers are given in the name of President and they are exercised by the Prime Minister. Moreover, elections is the soul and heart of every democracy. India is considered the biggest democracy in the world because its population is huge. After China, it is the second biggest country in terms of population in the world. India has opted indirect type of democracy because direct democracy is not possible in India because of its huge size and population. Elections means to elect representatives. But what is the system here that's involved? That is the first past post system. First past post system, that's the territorial representation for Lok Sabha as well as for the state assemblies. An autonomous body is here, that is the Election Commissioner of India, that is given the task of conducting elections in India, whether they are assembly elections in states, whether it's Lok Sabha election, is the election of president, election of Rajya Sabha members. In 1947, when India got freedom from the British imperialism, elections were not held at that very moment, at that very time. Interim government was formed, headed by the Prime Minister Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. In 1952, first general elections took place in India. All the people were not involved because most bulk of the population was illiterate. They did not know anything about the elections and choosing the representatives. The election age was 21 years in the past. In 1988, 61st constitutional amendment came in that reduced the voting age in India to 18 years because every boy or a girl of 18 years age is adult. He or she can choose his representative well or can put his opinion in the right direction. But the question strikes here is, are the elections in India fair and free? And elections voting, this power is given to every citizen, that is called adult franchise, in respect of the caste, creed, and this religion. For example, I belong to Muslim community, I have a right to vote. Similarly, Hindu can vote. There is no discrimination on the basis of religion, caste, and creed. So every person who is a citizen of India having the political right can vote. But many times our books mention that the elections in India are not fair sometimes because money power and muscle power gets involved in the elections and some favorable candidates get seen. Second important thing, an elite class, a minority class belong to the politicians, and these often take place in the elections, and there is no entry of intellectual class in the this politics of India. Better is to intellectual class should make the entry in the politics of India, so that often we will see a better government if intellectual class is there. Altogether, we may say the election is after 5 years for Lok Sabha and whatever the term for the state elections is there. Elections are fair, they are conducted by the Election Commission of India, who is an autonomous body. Everybody is given right to vote irrespective of caste, creed, color, religion, etc. So summarizing the fact, the elections in India are free, but people sometimes raise a question, money power and muscle power gets involved, and we don't have the rights, where we don't have the good class of politicians who are ruling the country in the end. It is also need of a time that intellectual class should make entry in the politics of India. There are two types of executive, one is the political executive, another is civil executive, and political executive is at the top. For example, every department is in the charge of a political, is in charge of a minister who is the political head of that very department, and below him or her is the civil bureaucracy. That civil bureaucracy or civil bureaucrats often remain under the political executives. It is better that this intellectual class should make entry in the politics of India. But the here remaining to the point, elections that takes place in India are altogether free and fair, because everybody is given right to vote irrespective of color and creed. And the voting age also has been reduced to 18 years. Now 18 years boy and a girl can put his choice in the right direction. So after a fixed term, the opinion of the people gets involved, gets refreshed, and we elect a new type of the government. Dear students, it's enough for today. Day after tomorrow or tomorrow I shall be live again for the next class. Before leaving the class, I am advising you to remain stick to your books. Do prepare yourself for the coming examination. That would be either offline or online, or whatever the policy government has in mind. But don't go out without emergencies, because novel COVID infection is there. It may affect you. Thanks and be well.